Hi guys, it's Scott. It's the 19th of October 2021 and I thought I'd do a quick video talking about how I feel because it is now the day before my last, hopefully ever, touch wood, chemotherapy session. So I was having 6 cycles, which means 12 infusions. You would 2 per cycle. And yeah, it would have taken 6 months because you have one every 2 weeks, but mine's taken about 7 months and a week and a bit because of various delays, because of my ALT count being high at certain points, scheduling issues with the bank holidays and various things. So yeah, it is now the day before chemo, my last one. And I think when I started doing the channel, I did it because I wanted to remember and have a document, or have it documented, as to how it was going and how I was feeling, because I was told that very often it feels like you just don't remember it, and I didn't want to be that person not remembering it. And even now when I look back at my videos from even 2 months ago, I'm just like, oh God, I can't remember myself like looking, being, feeling like this. So yeah. How am I feeling right now? I'm excited and relieved that it's the end. I'm looking forward to normal life. I'm looking forward to getting stuff done, being able to do more physical things. One of the biggest things for me since since doing chemo is the weight gain. I've gained, I'd say probably, I can't remember the last time I weighed, but it's definitely a stone and a half, at least. From when I started. I was the fit, as I've said this a million times, people laugh at me. I was the fittest I've been in my life when I was diagnosed. And so yeah, it's a real pain and not very nice to now be back to almost where I was before I started getting fit. But if that's one of the things I have to deal with for getting out of cancer cured, then that's how it is. Before I started, I didn't have any symptoms anyway, other than the lumps on my neck, and all of the lumps on my neck have gone. There's one sort of it comes like every now and again I can feel something around here that's like, but I mean that's been, I first noticed that when I was before my PET scan after 2 cycles, and I was in complete remission then as well. So it could be residual, it could just be something that's left. So yeah, I mean, it's strange because, as going from somebody who had stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma to then suddenly not having any symptoms, and suddenly being told that you've got cancer, and it's just, there's so many things that you think about. But the main one for me is weight gain. I'm annoyed. I just can't, I'm at the point where I can't even look at certain photos that I do, which is a real pain. In terms of the length of time, it feels like it's gone really quickly. I feel like I'm at the end of it and it's like, God, it's all gone. But then at the same time, this year has been really long. So I just, there's a mix of both. I'm like, oh my God, it's the end, I can't believe it. But then at the same time, I'm like, when I think about the sort of months that have been before this one, I'm like, God, I'm back in Wales, I've moved, I've got loads of things have happened, friends have got married, various things, and yeah, so now I'm in the position where I'm in a new phase of life almost. I've just moved into this new house, and I'm feeling really good about everything and excited about business stuff and all of that, but there's just this, it's difficult to get too excited, and people that I know through Instagram from having cancer know exactly what I mean, I'm sure. But it's you've got this there's going to be this constant level of anxiety now for forever, I think, but more so for the first few years, having the scans and the scan anxiety of it all, and making sure you're still in remission all of these times, not wanting it to come back and all of that. And I'm quite good at being able to block that out, but even now I've got my last chemo tomorrow, there's this level of anxiety about the fact it being the last one, because almost every time you go for a chemo, even though it's awful, you kind of get this feeling of like, yeah, I'm getting more stuff to go inside me to kill even more of the cancer, even though I know that the cancer wasn't even active the last time. Didn't have any active cancer in me last time I had a scan. But it's just, you almost feel like I've learned to enjoy it, even though it was like awful. It's kind of something that I kind of just went, yeah, I got myself psyched for it, and like that's how I dealt with it, you know. And so to not have that, and to sort of then go for an extended period of time not having chemo again, is a bit, you know, I'm a bit apprehensive, but at the same time excited. It's very odd. But yeah, you kind of, I've struggled so much in the last in the last few months with nausea after my chemo. It started off as being you know, 2-3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and last time it was 6 days that I wasn't right for. And so I'm expecting that again this time, because obviously it's building and it's like gradually got worse. And so, you know, I'm expecting there to be lots of nausea this time. My mother's coming to visit from London tomorrow as well, so I'm probably not going to be the best sort of company if I am feeling nauseous, but I'm quite good at being able to do stuff. It's just when I start thinking about it and I sit down and I'm not eating, then I'm like, oh, I feel nauseous again. So yeah, I'm a bit apprehensive about that as well. But I know that as soon as I get to like day 5, day 6 afterwards, I'm going to be so excited about the fact that like I'm no longer having chemotherapy, and that I can just like regain all of my like appetite for healthy food, hopefully, because I've got a brilliant appetite. There's no problem with that, but it's the fact that I'm eating so much food, and I've been better the last couple of weeks, mind. I've gotten back into the swing of things. But I want to get back into eating like healthy and vegan and all of that, like I was for years before. And yeah, I think Christmas is coming, so I'm not going to focus on losing the weight just yet. I'm going to eat healthy, but then after Christmas, then straight back on the exercise, straight back on the you know, regime, I suppose, to get myself into a better place. But yeah, big day. And I'm hoping that, you know, it's an experience that I'm, like, obviously never going to experience again. But at the same time, I'm almost content with, like, Will's been amazing, my family's been amazing. I'm just content with how, you know, we've all got together and got through it, and it's been difficult. But yeah, I'm going to continue doing the videos, because I think sort of the gradual process of how I get better and how I recover from the treatment is probably almost as interesting. So yeah, thanks for, you know, watching up to this point, and continuing to support and question, and thank you to all the people that have told me that these videos have helped. And yeah, my last one tomorrow. They've had a couple of issues getting my cannula in the last few times. They've even written it down that I'm like bad to cannulate, which was never a problem before, but now I am. But they've managed to be getting it on the side of my arm, on my wrist there. So hopefully there's no problems again. It's going to be good and no delays and sitting there for ages. But yeah, I think that was a big old muddle of a load of different thoughts, but yeah, it's just the reality of how I'm thinking and how I am, I suppose. But yeah, hope you're all well, and yeah, speak to you soon.